Welcome back. This is Niche Marketing Monopoly. I am Paul Rhines, and this is an unannounced bonus module. And I just wanted to take a minute and step away from the training and stick this quick video together because I want you to acknowledge and recognize some things if you're already looking at what you've created with a real great sense of excitement. Then you're right on track because this really is exciting stuff. This is the key to unlocking a fortune. And if you don't fully understand the value of why having a structured packaging model is by now, I'm going to drive it home just a little bit more with a couple of more examples and important things to observe about what you've actually got in your hands here, because I haven't, believe it or not, talked about all of it yet. So I do want you to recognize, however, that you have now learned more about how to create a compelling message than most copywriters or advertising professionals. And I say that because many copywriters or advertising professionals don't have an understanding of what a compelling message is all about. Now, that doesn't mean that they're not capable of writing good copy or producing good advertising that gets results. What that means is that their focus is on writing copy from a specific perspective or creating advertising that clients buy. You know, it was Dan Kennedy who I first heard maybe 20 years ago talk about the fact that advertising professionals are salespeople. They're good at getting people to buy advertising. That's their job. It's not to create advertising that works. It's to sell ads. And so, first and foremost, they're salespeople. They're not content creators, and they're not focused on how to create the most compelling message. That's not to say that they won't put energy into it and try and utilize what they have available in terms of resources to give you something that'll get results, because you will then obviously be continuing to pay them. However, what you've focused on through the course of this is building a package that's all about having a compelling message. Now, worthy of observation at this point is the following. After that little bit of work, you now have a working marketing model for your business that's built around a compelling message. And to help you appreciate how far you've actually come already, let's consider the following from a target comparison. When we look at just the products that we've examined during the course of the training program here, from a consumer interest perspective, here's what we're promoting from a before and after view. Before, we had a fussy baby remedy, and after, we have the 4 cornerstones of newborn happiness. Before, we had a time management program. Now we have the golden triangle of success. And before, we had a lead collection and conversion software program. Now we have the 5 points of attracting new clients. Now, who will we attract or connect with if we publicize and market a fussy baby remedy? Well, people with fussy babies. And to tell you the truth, that's about it. Anyone else won't have any interest, and that's millions of people that are in the audience of your target market, those that deal with babies, caregivers, etc. That's millions of people that we're missing out on by marketing a fussy baby remedy. Now having the 4 cornerstones of newborn happiness, that shifts dramatically. And if you look at a fussy baby remedy from a promotional standpoint and social sharing, how much social sharing do you think that a fussy baby remedy is going to have? The truth is, it's going to be shared with people who have fussy babies, and the likelihood that they interact with other people that have fussy babies starts to diminish. The likelihood that they interact with other people who have babies that once they understood your message would have a need for your product is pretty high. So let's compare. When you can publicize a free video, a free webinar, lecture, interview series, book, or tip guides, advisories, or even a report titled The 4 Cornerstones of Newborn Happiness, you've shifted your message entirely, and the way that you connect with the public has also shifted. So let's look at who we're attracting now. Well, the truth is, everybody we can. Pregnant women, new moms, caring friends, supportive family members, nurses, doulas, birthing coaches, lactation consultants, daycare center owners, I could go on and on. And you can add to that bloggers, editors, and affiliate salespeople who we can now easily interview to create tons of great content to that now very large audience. So how much social sharing by comparison do you think this approach will likely see? If we're putting out messages that are attracting pregnant women, new moms, all the way down to daycare center owners, bloggers, editors, etc., I think you can start to get a sense of the traction that starts to build for you, and that's really important. Now, additionally, I want you to recognize that we've shifted from an unpleasant subject, which is fussy babies, to now a pleasant and even important subject, which is newborn happiness. It just keeps getting better and better. But there's more. This could be anything related to babies, birthing, pregnancy, childbirth, etc. The perfect pregnancy pyramid or the 5-star birthing chart. It really doesn't matter. You could repackage something fresh every 6 months if you wanted to put it out to your public as a way of supporting them with having a happy, healthy baby, because remember, at the end of the day, that is your bigger picture. Now, even more, this keeps giving and giving and giving. Did you say content? Well, if you want content for your audience now, just go back and take a look at your fab list. You can see this is just a quick grab of some of the things that I pulled off of the fab list that now you can write, blog, create content or videos about. You can go to your Sparks list. You can go to your bigger picture. You can go to your critical component. Even your entire structured packaging model provides you with a groundwork for tons of content. You can dig deep into each aspect of all of those things and look at interaction, nutrition, and connection, but you can also look at the development, environmental aspects as they relate to bonding and safety and stress and all of those things. The Sparks list, the critical components, the overall structure of your model provide you with tons of content. Now, you'll remember I brought this slide up earlier talking about niches and pointed out that parenting is not a niche, it's a category. And we looked at the subcategories of that, which are behavior, education, nutrition, toddlers, teens, social skills, puberty. Again, you could go on for hours. And then I showed you how you could pull two of those things out, mix them together, and now you've got a subject called infant nutrition, and that starts to become a niche. And within that niche, you could talk about things like teething, solid foods, digestion, colic, safety, walking. All of these things become factors in infant nutrition. This is also, again, a map for being able to create content, because all you need to do is start taking these things and putting them together like I've done here with infant nutrition, and you can start having tons of variety on your content. You can look at parenting and behavioral skills, the education of behavioral skills, infants and social skills, teens and social skills, teens and education, nutrition and teething. I'm just grabbing randomly here and mixing up what I see on the screen here. Walking and toddlers, walking and toddler nutrition, behavioral, you could just go on and on. I could sit here and recite off of just this one page for the next 10 minutes, just mixing and matching and creating content ideas. So this is just yet another way that your model keeps giving to you. That's really a great thing. And so I take just this little extra time to make you aware of this, and that's the purpose of this bonus module, is just the icing on the cake kind of a thing. Furthermore, when we're talking about content, I do want to share something with you that Mike Koenigs told me just a couple of months ago, talking about the ability to dominate markets. And what he said to me was something that I think I'll never forget, and that's this. People are either content consumers or they're content creators. That's it. We now fall into one of those two classes. And I thought that was brilliant of Mike to observe that. And what he added to it was that if you're a content consumer, you spend money. But if you're a content creator, you get paid. So looking at the content that you now have available to you and recognizing that if you're out there, you're either consuming content or you're providing content. That's it. And if you're a content consumer, you spend money. You see, this is the other side of this you can look at too, is that if you've been out there on the internet, you've seen promotions, presentations, sales videos, video sales letters, you've seen promotional websites that all utilize different levels and different elements of the skills that you've been learning in here. And in all likelihood, you have spent money on those programs. So it really comes down to identifying that this stuff works, and it works as evidenced by your own experience and the fact fact that you have utilized your own cash to get access to some of these things that people have produced regarding content. So be a content creator, not a content consumer. So that's it for this bonus module. In the next module, we're going to explore writing your script, promo, presentation, or pitch and dig into the brass roots of it. Go ahead and complete any exercises that you haven't finished in your workbook at this point, and I will see you in the next video.